Hello and welcome to Old Colonel Cars. Today we have this E46 Coupe. It's a manual and it's an LCI, so it's a very late 2005 car. So it's got all the improvements. Manual coupe, non-sunroof, so very desirable spec. Covered 122,000 miles, so it's been enjoyed, but it comes with excellent history, full service history. And there's only one former keeper shown on the logbook, so two owners. So again, that's very rare to find on an E46 M3. So it's been enjoyed by the same owner most of its life. I think the first owner changed hands in 2000, late 2005. So it could have even been a dealer and then straight into private ownership. So low owner car. Cosmos Black Metallic, which is a fantastic colour. Hopefully you can see the deep shine this car's got all over. If you're not familiar with that, it's a really special BMW colour that sort of has a blue tinge to it in certain lights, but it's black. And it's obviously got the black leather interior. Non-sunroof model as well, which, the purists love. It's just sort of a nice spec to have. And obviously it's all original, this car. So original inside, original alloys, original finish. It's not been messed with at all. Again, that's quite unusual now on these. So just a really nice, really driver's car. The M3 manual coupes are fantastic. And this example doesn't disappoint. It drives really tight. The engine is remarkably quiet and feels very tight. I know I overuse that word, but I think that's the result of all the servicing this car's had. It just is lovely to drive. Sometimes the lower mileage cars just don't feel as sort of tight as this, and I think sometimes they're better for being used. But obviously, here we go. We'll go to Walkaround. It's going to have the odd stone chip. There's a few there. There's about 5 on the bonnet from memory. Just showing you the worst ones there, but nothing untoward, and just a sign of a very original car. Start from the passenger front corner. But the bonnet, as you can see, it, or as the rest of the car in this sun, has got a really good shine. So it's original finished diamond cut alloys with the odd mark. This one's got marks on the outer rim, as you'll see, but the arch, as you can see on the port on these, the front arches all rust free where they can go. These obviously extended arches on the M3, and if you look at the alloy, there is a little bit of marks just on the outer edge there, but only noticeable really on a sunny day like this. It's very good, and they've got matching Goodyears all round, right tyres all round this car. So down the side, look at that shine. Hopefully the sun's right on it, and you can see lovely finish. Then we go to the passenger rear tyre, Goodyear again, and arch again, all good, as you can hopefully see. Ignore the brakes, it's just where it was hosed down before taking the pictures. That's just, the brakes have all got plenty of life left on them. But as I say, the alloy, just the odd minor mark there. I think the worst one was the driver's rear, but these are all pretty good. As you can see, the tyres have not been long been on there, 24 dated tyres. So look down that side, look, all straight, no dings, dents, lovely. So from the rear, it's all the same. Obviously the 4 exhaust pipes on the M3, parking sensors. It's got the obviously the upgraded later lights, the LED lights as they're known. Looks fantastic. You see the blue tinge in the colour now. So again, rear bumper all good. There's one little parking mark, I think, on the driver's side. We'll get to in a bit on this rear panel, but the wheel this is probably the worst of the wheels. There's a bit of mark in there on the lacquer, so that will need doing at some point. But obviously, it's made worse because we're in bright sunshine here. But important is that one little. So there we are, the alloy, and there's one tiny little bit of rust on this arch, which I'm going to point out in a second. Just starting to go and could be chipped off and stopped now. Just see there, it's all solid around it. Just a tiny little chip there. Okay, so that's it. That's all I could find. Underneath this car, I've had it on the ramp, had it running on the ramp. Sounds great underneath. There's that little mark I mentioned there, just on the rear bottom of the rear wing. But on the ramp, all solid. Seals, jacking points, excellent. Rear floor, all good. They have the later ones don't tend to have the issues. This is an LCI. They've still got a check, and it's all fine. So where they go on the rear axle mounts, the floor pan, all good. So a couple of marks on that alloy there again, but the car drives perfectly straight and true. So hit the brakes 80, 90, and it's dead straight. So alloys are all good, and they're all holding pressure. There you are, looks fantastic. Cosmos Schwartz, as it's called, I think, is Carbon Schwartz. It's just a really good colour. So inside, lovely. I mean, it's done 122,000 miles, but you wouldn't know it from looking at that interior. The driver's seat particularly is in good condition, as is the rest of the interior, but normally they wear a lot more than this. The steering wheel, it's got the original sat-nav comms unit there, heated seats, Harman Kardon stereo upgrade, auto lights, rain sensor wipers, you know, the usual spec on these later cars. So just a minor bit of discoloration now on the bolster, but very minor. Very good for this mileage. Just checking the sills. They can go on the sills, but it's all very good on this one. You know, the sill covers are all good as well. All roof lining, obviously it's the anthracite darker roof lining on the M3. Seats all good. It's got the ISOFIX mounts on this, being a later one in the corners there for rear child seats if you need them. You know, with this mileage, I think the idea is it could really be a usable car. You're not worried to put miles on it, and we've seen these do over 200,000 miles. As long as they're serviced, they're fine. So you could really buy this and actually use it and enjoy it. It's ULEZ as well, being a late one. So again, same story on the passenger side. Seats hardly been used. I think this car's done a lot of motorway usage. You know, you can tell by the lack of wear, particularly on the driver's side. Couple of marks there on the seat. I think the detailing weekend wouldn't sort out. So I think at low 20s, these really do represent good value, and they are going to go up, because you think of an E30 325 with this mileage now, coupe sport would probably be mid 20s, you know, and the performance on hand from this M3, you know, is makes it looks like a very good price now these days. You know, get a good one that's all solid underneath. There will be lower price ones to Trader, etc., but trust me, underneath they can have all sorts of issues. So you've got, you know, you pay for what you get basically. As I say, it's not perfect, this one on the outside. There's a few marks as I've shown you, but it's got the right history, the right ownership. So the other mats are in there. There's the Harman Kardon sort of base box that the BMW fitted on these. Really good sound actually. That's very impressive. It's a good option to have. The rear seats pull down if you're not familiar with that. So there's what those handles are. So a few tools missing on this. There's a couple there to source on the internet, locking nut there. So I think the wheel nuts is missing there. But as I say, on eBay you'll be able to find those. On it. Very sunny day, so I mean, it's a good day for me to do a video because you can see everything. But you know, it's a car that you come up to and say, "Wow, that does look good." You know, it's got a really good shine all over on it. It's fantastic. Engine bay, fantastic engine. These is naturally aspirated, just sounds fantastic. Put it in sport mode, and they've got all the performance you need. Very good on fuel for a car with such performance as well. And this one, Vanos, everything really quiet, hot or cold, just starts and runs without any fuss. There we are, available now on oldcolonelcars.co.uk.